Hello and welcome back to Chaosbane. Last time we had to get the books for Erlanger so that he could use those to compare the stuff in the books to the map, for the map to show us where the key, or at least narrow down where the key is. Because it turns out Erlanger isn't some savant of elven knowledge, he's just a nerd who knows how to cross-reference things. But now we have to talk to Klimt.
Klimt? Where is Erlanger?
He left. Something about needing cross-references for his research.
Actually, it's good you are here, Alessa. I need your help.
What happened?
One of our hunting parties is overdue. I'm afraid something might have happened to them. Could you go and take a look?
We're not here to be your nursemaid, Klimt. They're your people. Deal with the problem yourself.
Have you no mercy, witch hunter? These people could be in danger.
Peace, friend. Tell me where your people went and I will find them.
Wow, we're getting sent on what is effectively a side quest. Okay. I'll admit missions like this kind of bug me because it's just it's filler. That is what it is. It's like, oh, well, Erlanger is probably going to come back with the info we need, but we need to pad out, this zone. So send them to find some people who are probably captured or dead. And it's like, I wouldn't have a problem if stuff like this was actually a legitimate side quest. And it was like, hey, before you leave, do you want to finish all side quests? I'd be down. I would actually really appreciate that kind of actual RPG feel. But when it's just like, hey, gap fill time, it's a little irksome. At least chewing through these guys is easy. I figured out the gems I've been picking up. If you can slot them into weapons and they'll give you stat boosts. My bow gives me plus 2,000 damage, and if I fill all the spots with red gems, I can give myself another 2 to 4,000 extra damage. Which part of me was really tempted to try, but it's a lot of resources to do, and I'm like, I'm probably just gonna ditch this bow eventually, so I don't care. What kind of sucked is the green gems. It was just like, oh, here's health, and I'm like, why would I put health on a weapon? I'd rather have weapons get life steal or a normal weapon feasible trait. But there was some resources that couldn't be slotted in, so I'm thinking there's a couple other effects I just either don't have the resources to I don't have enough to utilize yet, or they're more specific in what they can be used on. I do wish they gave you a map marker as well. This way, if you want to just sit here and fight your way through, you can. Otherwise, you just push on through and go directly where you need. It's just something I always like to see, because it makes fighting through places a little easier. Because otherwise it's like, oh, well, this just loops back onto itself. I killed, 6 guys and more or less wasted time. I don't know, this probably isn't the right way either. Actually, it might, because of how far it's going. I'd like to see a, Jabberslythe. Because we've seen all their biggest chaos stuff now. So now we gotta get the really big thing. I also like how, when these factions have a demon mounted on another demon, when you kill them on the mount dies and they spawn another one to fight you. It's just a nice little detail. Though I would appreciate, a % chance where it just doesn't spawn one, because, oh, you killed the rider as well. This is probably going back. Not exactly back, but it's probably going to be a dead end, I'd say. Yep. We'll just go this way, see what's up. I'm gonna guess dead end? No, it keeps going. I mean, it could still very well be a dead end. I don't think so. Now that I'm getting closer... Oh no, it's a dead end. Just a very long one. Oh, there's the refugees apparently.
Who is it that intrudes upon our revels? These slaves are mine now. They have offered themselves to Slaanesh and partaken of the gods' dark delights. Just as you will, in time. Take her.
As I say, one thing I've noticed is they hit you over the head with one faction for so long, you get kind of bored with them at the end. Really, they're gonna heal each other. That's just something I've kind of noticed is I've already kind of gotten a bit worn down of fighting Slaanesh characters. Because it's just like, oh, more of these guys. And then there's the fact that other than a few little things, they don't really act unique or seem unique. Like, cultists are all the same, just a reskin. And it's not like there are Chaos Knights, it's just we don't get to fight them very much. And at least having those as more like elite enemies would have been cool. And it would have mixed up the combat a little bit, but like, hey, here's a really big guy to fight. Instead of just, you know, entire missions where it's just chopping through the same trash tier guys again and again. And unlike Diablo, we don't have like little bits of lore to pick up or anything like that. We don't have unique spawns that are like, oh, in this area, this can spawn. Since it's not really free roam. At least that I've seen, there might be a free roam aspect. But I feel like if there was, they would have brought that to light a little bit sooner. But at least we know all the people just joined the cult again. So we'll let Clemp know.
I bring sad tidings, Klimt. I found your people, but Skraeling got to them first.
He killed them?
They aren't suffering anymore. That's all that matters.
They are dead now. If it matters, their end was swift and painless.
Who is saying that?
Sometimes I think that's the best any of us can hope for in this accursed place.
Okay. Their dialogue's a little borked. Hey, Erlanger's back. But that is all for now. So if you like this episode, please make sure, if you enjoyed this episode, please make sure to hit the like button. It helps out the channel a lot. If you are new, please make sure to hit the subscribe button. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.